talking about governments and bureaucracies and trying to make things work properly, there's a fantastic example of nanny state overreach out of the UK, where their Foreign Secretary, effectively their Foreign Minister, David Lammy, he had JD Vance, the American Vice President, visiting, and so he took him down to the local lake to see if they could catch some trout. They failed as fishermen. They didn't catch any fish, but he's had to now report himself to the environmental authorities because, Mark, he was fishing without the appropriate licence.
On his own property. It's so ridiculous. That's the UK for you. And I think what's almost more embarrassing as well is I think JD Vance said his kids all caught fish. That was the other thing. They all managed to catch a fish on the day. So that's even more embarrassing for the big fella.
It's a classic example, though, Johannes, of just these nanny state rules. Yeah, the UK is probably worse than us, but not much. We're just getting further and further down that track. You can't do anything without a permit.
It's true. It's true. You do need a license to fish here, just quietly too. So we're not a whole lot better. But I mean, what I thought was hilarious was they were fishing for carp. And I mean, you've got to be pretty desperate to be fishing for carp in the first place, wouldn't you?
That's right. I called it trout, I think. Yeah, they're just carp. They're just trying to get the vermin out of the pond, and you've got to get it. You've got to get a permit for that. But I did actually hear you have to get a licence here. I took my young fella to do a spot of fishing in Sydney Harbour a couple of times, and then I found out afterwards apparently you're supposed to get a licence for that. So there you go. I've turned
hope you turn yourself in.
Myself into the authorities. Yeah, I probably won't do the show next week. I'll be in the lockup, and I don't think we caught anything, at least nothing legal at the time. Let's go to the US and revisit this. Sydney Sweeney has got great genes advertising controversy, because what I like about this now is it's spawned all sorts of other spin-offs and takeoffs, as she's become a bit of a cult hero for sensible people in the United States because of all the ridiculous stuff that was said about her campaign being racist or eugenics and all the rest of it. So my favourite one, though, is this one that involves, of course, the US president.
Touch my swag, wish you could. I look fly, yeah, I look good. On my mama, on my hood.
Donald Trump's got great genes. Mark, I can imagine him turning up at this summit in double denim.
Mate, how good does he look? If Trump actually did that, by the way, it would blow up the internet. The lefties would not be able to stop. I hope he's actually in negotiations with them to try and get this done, because that is absolutely perfect. But it does look like they've taken the measurements from his medical report, because he's looking very slim in that AI generation as well. He's looking very good.
I don't know whether American Eagle actually make his brand, but they probably have an outfit to fit the First Lady. Have a look.
Let's do it.
Yeah, they should actually make that a proper ad, I reckon.
Well, that's right. I mean, you see that and you wouldn't blink, would you? You just think, oh yeah, well, there's a beautiful woman wearing, in an ad for jeans. I'm sure it's not the first time she's been paid to model a bit of denim in her time. But I think I'd really like to see the Joe Biden version. I'm picturing a sort of full denim onesie, with a bib on it, and maybe a little flap at the back with a couple of buttons around the buttock area, so they can change his nappy easily.
Bib and brace overalls. I'll finish off. I want to show you one more, and this is from Elon Musk. And it's got these people have got great genes, two great genes, Gene Hackman and Gene Wilder. So they'll be cancelled now in Hollywood. Great to talk to you guys. Catch up with you next week.